So we're going to look at another compound here, barium phosphide, and write the formula by knowing the name. First thing we need to do is we need to go into our periodic chart to find the charges on those elements. Barium is in group 2, therefore we know it has a +2 charge. Phosphorus is in group 15, therefore we know it has a -3 charge. You saw that in earlier videos. So I'm going back to my document. I'm going to write that here. I'm going to write the barium as a 2+. So if I remember it, I'm going to write that phosphorus is a 3-. And there I've written that. And now I need to make a picture of this. Now you guys don't always need to make a picture, and you don't always need to make a picture in your worksheet, but I'm going to make a picture so you can see how to figure this out. All right, so I'm going in here and I'm going to the scribble and I am writing the phosphorus first. So there's my phosphorus. It was a 3- charge. 1, 2, 3 minuses. All right, I have to equal that out with a barium. So here's a barium. I know that that has a +2 charge, so I'm drawing in some positives. That's supposed to be a positive. Here's another positive. This doesn't equal out. My compound is not neutral. I need another barium. So there's another barium. I'm going to write in the positives there. And so there we have the positives. And that still doesn't equal out. Now I got 4 positives and 3 negatives. I need to add some negatives. All right, so here's some negatives. 1, 2, 3. Now I have 6 negatives and only 4 positives. I need one more barium in this compound. All right, because compounds are neutral. That's what you're always operating on, is that compounds are neutral. All right, so now check this out. I now have 6 positive charges because I have 3 barium atoms. And then I have 6 negative charges because I have 2 phosphorus. All right, so I'm going to go back to my question, and I was actually asked, what's the formula for this? So now I'm going to write the formula. I'm going to write barium. I know that there are 3 of those. I'm going to shrink that down and control comma, and then I'm going to write phosphorus. Oops, I got to write control comma to make it big again. Then I'm going to write phosphorus, and then I'm going to write that there are 2 phosphoruses there. And so one more time, I'm going to shrink that down. And there's the compound for barium phosphide, all right, or the formula for barium phosphide. You have to somehow make sure that you're balancing out these charges, okay? And so making drawings is a good idea on a sheet of paper or something like that. Now, let's look at iron 2 chloride. The problem with iron 2 chloride is that iron is one of those elements that we don't know the charge for it, okay? And chlorine, I do know it's a -1. All right, so let's go back to that page. I don't know the charge of iron, so I'm going to write, well, what do I write down there? Actually, they told you the charge. This 2 in Roman numerals is telling you the charge for iron. You do not need to look at the periodic chart because it's in the name. So it's a 2+. And you know that chlorine is a 1- because we looked on the chart for that one. All right, now, none of this tells you the formula, but can I figure out what the formula should be for that one? Well, iron is a 2+ charge and chloride's a -1. For those to equal out, I'm going to need 2 chlorides to equal out the 2+ charge here. I'm going to need 2 1- charges to equal out the 2+ charges here. So I'm going to write that down here. I'm going to write Fe for iron, and then I'm going to write Cl for the chloride, and I'm going to need 2 of those chlorides. All right, so I'm going to write my 2, and I'm going to shrink that down. Now, what is that telling you? It tells you that if I drew a picture of this, I would need 1 iron that would have a 2+ charge, and I would have 2 chlorides that each have a 1- charge, okay? So this is the formula. This does not tell you the formula. It tells you how to draw the picture with the charges, and then you can write the formula.